Once upon a time, in the bustling city of Enugu, there lived a hardworking and peaceful couple whose names were Uchenna and Amaka. These two were deeply in love. They had struggled and toiled together, side by side, to build a better life for their family. Uchenna was a gifted fashion designer who made unisex clothes. People traveled from far and wide just to have him sew for them. His shop was always full, busy, and bubbling with customers' laughter and the sound of sewing machines. Amaka, on the other hand, was a well-known food vendor. Her meals were so tasty that her food stand was always crowded. People loved her cooking and would wait patiently just to buy from her. Together, they were blessed with three beautiful children, Chika, Obi, and Ekene. Their family was admired by everyone in the neighborhood. Many would say, these people are the true example of love and hard work. But then, something happened. One unfortunate evening, Uchenna's shop caught fire. The fire consumed everything: his machines, his customers' clothes, the fabrics, and all his hard-earned property. Nobody could explain how the fire started. Uchenna was shattered. That night, he sat down and cried like a baby. All the years he had spent building that business, gone in one night. I've lost everything, he wept. How will I pay my customers back? Their clothes, oh my God. Amaka sat beside him in the parlor, rubbing his back gently. My husband, it's well, she whispered. Everything will be fine. I don't want anything to happen to you. But Uchenna couldn't stop worrying. His heart was heavy like a sack of stones. He began to sell off properties and valuable items just to pay his customers. Amaka also supported him. She sold her wrappers, her clothes, even personal items she loved. Together, they tried to repay every debt and start afresh. But something changed in Uchenna after the fire. He stopped going out during the day. He would sleep and sleep, but at night, he would go out to drink, to gamble, and return the next morning smelling of alcohol. He no longer helped Amaka with anything. Instead, he started collecting money from her, and when she refused, he would beat her. Still, Amaka endured. She carried the weight of the entire family on her back. She paid rent, paid school fees, bought food, and clothed the children all by herself. One evening, she tried to speak to Uchenna. She begged, "My husband, I don't like who you're becoming," she said. "You collect money from me just to go drink and gamble. You never pay back. I've told you, please, come and help me at the restaurant like you used to. Let's work together. You said no. I begged you to join your friend Izuna at his shop so you can start sewing again. You still said no. What more do you want from me? I can't continue like this." But Uchenna backed at her. "Shut up your mouth, my friend. Just because of the small money I borrow from you, you now think you can talk to me anyhow? From today, every single kobo you make from that business of yours, we will share it. 50 for me, 20 for you. I'm the man of this house. Try me and see if you won't get it hot." From that day forward, he got worse. He would collect all the money Amaka made from selling food and spend it on gambling and drinking with friends. Yet, Amaka never gave up. She walked in the rain, she walked in the sun. Every morning, she woke up early, cooked food, carried her coolers, and went to the junction to sell. She would come home at night, tired and weak. Then one day, her younger sister Chioma came from Abuja to visit. But when she saw Amaka, she was shocked. "Amaka, what happened to you? You look so pale, so slim. Do you even eat at all? You don't even look like yourself again." Amaka broke down in tears. "My sister," she cried, "things have not been easy for me. Since Uchenna lost his shop, he stopped helping. I do everything. I cook, I sell, I pay rent. I'll pay the children's school fees, feeding, everything is on me. I just want my children to be okay. I don't have a choice." Tears ran down her face. Chioma was angry. "Amaka, this is too much. That your husband should be ashamed of himself. If he was here now, I would have given him the insult of his life." Please don't say anything, Amaka begged quietly. I don't want any trouble. Still, Amaka continued working like a machine. One morning, while she was at her food stand, serving customers as usual, she suddenly felt dizzy. Before she could fall to the ground, her customers caught her and rushed her to the hospital. When Amaka opened her eyes, she was confused. How did I get here? She asked weakly. A doctor smiled at her. Good afternoon, Ma. I'm Dr. Mike. You were brought in unconscious. How are you feeling now? I'm fine, she whispered. We ran some tests. The results are out. But we need your husband. We can't share the results with you alone. Doctor, please, Amaka begged. My husband is very busy. Can't you just tell me? I'll explain to him when he comes. I'm sorry, Ma, but either your husband or a family member must be here. Amaka was silent. Doctor, hope everything is okay. The doctor gave a gentle smile. We'll talk more later. Please, just rest for now. That evening, Amaka called her husband. Hello, Uchenna. I'm in the hospital. I fainted earlier at the shop. My customers rushed me here. The doctor said it's important you come. But instead of concern, Uchenna shouted, This woman, so you've gone to dash money to these doctors. Later you say we don't have money. Well, I can't come now. My friend's wife just gave birth. We're drinking now. I can't miss it. Just discuss with the doctor. When you come back, we'll talk. He ended the call. Amaka stared at the phone, stunned. Then she broke down in tears. She called her sister Chioma, who was still in Enugu. Later that evening, Amaka was discharged from the hospital with a very sad news. Her eyes were swollen from crying. Her sister held her as they went home. Uchenna didn't come home that day. He didn't even try to call. The next morning, Amaka got the children ready for school. Then she sat in the parlor and cried silently and painfully. Oh God, she wept. What have I done to deserve this? My children are still so young. They don't deserve to suffer. She wept alone. Later that day, Uchenna returned. He saw her sitting down and crying. This woman, you didn't go to the shop today? Don't you know your customers are waiting? We're losing money. If I close and open my eyes, you better be in that shop, Uchenna shouted. Amaka turned to him. Her face was full of pain. Uchenna, she said softly, what did I ever do to you? Why are you treating me like this? I pay school fees, rent, feeding, everything. You still beat me, insult me, and collect all the money I work for just to gamble and drink with it. Tears rolled down her cheeks. Shut up, woman, Uchenna shouted. Why did you even go to those expensive doctors? You should have just gone to Mama Ugochi's chemist. With 250 naira, you buy plenty medicine. Amaka stared at him. Her voice was barely a whisper. My husband. You didn't even ask what the doctor said. Don't you want to know? She took a deep breath. Well, I will tell you anyway. She looked him in the eyes. The doctor said, I have cancer. He said I have only 6 months to live. 6 months, Uchenna. I've been coughing out blood for years now. But I ignored it. I kept going to Mama Ugochi's chemist, buying drugs. I just wanted to take care of this family. Her tears fell quietly. I have 6 months left for you to beat me, insult me, and do whatever you like. But please, Uchenna, please promise me that you will take care of our children. Don't let them suffer. Uchenna looked at her and hissed. So, after all the money you've been hiding, you're now telling me it's cancer? Did I send you to kill yourself with stress? Amaka looked at him in shock. I worked so hard for us, for this family, she said. Don't talk like you've done anything special, Uchenna replied. Many women are providing for their homes. You're not the first. So you have cancer, and so what? Is that why you want to start acting like a saint? Amaka broke down crying. I'm not asking for anything. I just want to be sure you will take care of the children when I'm no more. You and this your emotional blackmail, Uchenna said. Better focus on your sickness. Me, I can't kill myself. He stood up and walked out. From that day, Amaka knew she was truly alone. The next morning, she still woke up early, coughing, wiping her mouth with tissue, and forcing herself to cook food for her customers. She tied her wrapper tight and held onto the walls for strength. She still took her basin of jollof rice and beans to the roadside, still served customers with a smile. People said she was looking thinner, her eyes tired, but nobody knew what she was battling. One afternoon, her sister Chioma came to visit her again. "Amaka, this is too much," she said. "You're not alone. I'll stay here with you. Let me help with the children. Let me stay and take care of you. Please." And so Chioma began to live with them. She saw everything. How Uchenna would walk past Amaka like she was invisible. How he never bought drugs for her. How he still brought women into the house, laughing and playing music while his wife was groaning in pain. One evening, Amaka was lying weak on the couch when Chioma lost her patience. "Uchenna, you are heartless," she shouted. "Your wife is dying and you're behaving like she's a burden." Uchenna looked at her and hissed, "You better mind your business and stop interfering in my family business. Did I make her sick?" Chioma cried in frustration. "You're already killing her with your silence." But Amaka, even in her pain, begged her sister not to fight. "Leave him," she said. "It's okay." One morning, Amaka quietly left the house. She went to the carpenter's workshop. "I want a brown coffin," she said softly. The carpenter looked up, surprised. "Who is it for?" She forced a weak smile. "It's for a family member. My husband will come and carry it when it's ready." Then she walked slowly to the seamstress's place. "I want you to sew a beautiful wedding gown for me," she said. "I didn't get to wear one when I got married, but now I want to wear one on that day." She visited her friend Uzo, who was also a food vendor at the village market. "There will be an important occasion soon," she said as she handed her some money. "When the time comes, my husband will come to you. Cook well that day. It will be a big gathering." Nobody knew that she was preparing her own burial. That evening, Amaka returned home tired. Chioma helped her to the bed, wiped her tears, and was massaging her legs. Amaka quietly said, "I've paid for a casket. I've paid the seamstress. She's sewing the dress I want to be buried in. And I've paid my friend Uzo. She would prepare the food people would eat that day." Chioma stared at her, speechless. "But you're still alive, Amaka. Why are you stressing yourself like this?" she asked, while massaging her legs. "I don't want to leave you with any burden. You're the only sister I have, and besides, Uchenna I know wouldn't even bother to assist. So it's best I plan everything myself while I'm still around. Please take good care of my children. Take them as your own. Please, my dear sister." "Amaka, you don't have to worry. I promise I will take good care of them." From that day, Amaka could no longer walk. She stayed on the bed, whispering prayers, smiling at her children, and watching life pass slowly. Uchenna didn't care. He never entered the room. He never asked how she was. When Chioma begged him to at least talk to his wife, he shouted, "If she wants to die, let her die in peace. I didn't force her to carry the family on her head." One morning, Amaka called her children close. She held her first daughter's hand. "You are my first," she said. "Take care of your brothers. Protect them. Make sure you obey auntie and be a good girl." Then she looked at all of them with tears in her eyes. "You must always love each other. Always. Don't let anything break your bond. When you miss me, look up at the sky. Find the brightest star. That will be mommy, watching you, smiling at you, and loving you." The children cried. Chioma wept quietly behind them. Uchenna stood by the door with no feelings at all. Amaka turned to her husband. "I love you so much," she said. "I don't regret marrying you. I know it's condition of things that turned you into this. Even with all you've done to me, I still love you." Uchenna hissed and walked away. Amaka turned her head slowly and looked at her sister. She smiled gently, with her eyes half closed, and there, in the arms of her sister, Amaka breathed her last. Chioma screamed, the children cried, and the neighbors came running. 3 weeks later, Amaka was finally laid to rest. The burial was small, but peaceful, just as Amaka would have wanted. She was buried in the white wedding gown that she has always wanted. After the burial, Chioma took the children and left. She couldn't leave them behind with a father who had no heart. Just 1 month after Amaka's burial, Uchenna married another woman. Her name was Beauty. She was a young girl, very fine, always painting her face and chewing gum. He said he wanted someone fresh, somebody that would not fall sick like Amaka. But Uchenna did not know that trouble was entering his house. From the first week, Beauty started to show him pepper. She refused to cook. She refused to wash his clothes. She will lie down on the bed pressing her phone while Uchenna sweeps the compound. She will insult him in front of neighbors. "Are you mad?" she shouted at him one day. "You think I will be your slave like your late wife?" Uchenna was shocked. Even if Amaka was weak, she never shouted at him like that. But Beauty? She came with lion spirit. Sometimes she would lock Uchenna outside the house at night. Sometimes she would take his money and disappear for 2 days. That night, Uchenna sat in the backyard. The wind was cold. Mosquito was biting him. He looked at the sky and started crying. Tears came out slowly, like small rain. He remembered how Amaka used to boil hot water for him, massage his legs, wait for him at the door. He remembered how she cried when he insulted her. He remembered how she begged him to love her, even when she was dying, but he didn't care. Now he was the one begging. Now he was the one crying. Now he was the one sleeping outside. Uchenna looked at the small photo of Amaka he kept in his pocket and said, "Forgive me, Amaka. I didn't know I was killing an angel with my hands." But Amaka was gone. Her grave was cold. Her heart was silent. And the only thing left with Uchenna was pain and regret, because karma had finally come. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you truly enjoyed this story. If you did, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, give this video a big thumbs up, and share it with everyone you know on WhatsApp, Facebook, Instagram, everywhere. I'll catch you again in my next video, same time, next Saturday. Until then, enjoy your weekend and stay amazing. Bye!